All right, guys, so we're here with Jody McCaully. She's from the Gold Coast Manufacturing Hub. She's the Skills and Training Officer and has previously been involved with the Townsville Manufacturing Hub as well. We're very lucky to have her, so let's dive straight into it. Welcome.
Hi Rashan, thanks for having me. This is fabulous.
Thank you for being part of the guest panel, part of it this morning. I think that was great. I think more questions should have been thrown at you.
I think, with having the Assistant Minister and QUT there, I was, the smaller part, but I've had fabulous engagement since coming off the stage.
Right.
With schools, particularly in that Gold Coast area. So,
Perfect.
yeah, it's been good.
Perfect. So before we go into a little bit of detail, one of the questions that I get constantly asked by teachers is they have a misunderstanding on what is advanced manufacturing. So can you shed some light on that?
So advanced manufacturing is where we take, or where industry takes the mundane out of the manufacturing process. So they utilise advanced skills or higher skills, and technology takes over that mundaneness of some of those activities. So it's about using technology to advance in the process, and it doesn't mean that they're taking jobs away from the manufacturing industry. What they're actually doing is creating a higher skilled workforce, or creating those opportunities where some advanced skills will be utilised. In actual fact, I think you mentioned for every automotive
RPA, robotic process automation.
Yep. It is 4 to 1.
Yeah.
So it creates 4 more new positions. So that's fabulous. And manufacturing here in Australia is growing.
I think it's the 4th largest industry from memory.
Yeah, but it will give those coming into the workforce a great career path. It is going to, manufacturing's not going away.
Yeah, 100%. And the manufacturing hubs within the state, I believe there's 5 of them. There's a new one coming in the Gladstone region from memory.
Gladstone's already established.
Perfect.
So we cover Cairns, Townsville, McCaully, Rockhampton, Gladstone, the Gold Coast.
Yep.
We do have representatives, not actual hubs, but we do cover the Sunshine Coast and Toowoomba region as well.
Yeah. And it's one of the, I think, most crucial programs that we've had in Queensland, where it's although it's supported by Queensland government, it's an opportunity to actually move bits and pieces more quickly and make those important connections between industry and the actual education sector. So what's your message? Would you like to explain a little bit more about the Manufacturing Hub program?
Yeah, so the Manufacturing Hub program within so we're the connection to industry. So we need to develop our manufacturing industry to be globally competitive. And to do that, the hub assists industry on that journey, and that journey to make them globally competitive, that could be around assisting them with capital expenditure on advanced manufacturing machinery through our grants program. It can be through the assistance of upskilling their existing workers, but also vitally, it's about educating industry to step up and help develop their future workforce pipeline.
Yeah.
And that's critical in building the relationship between industry and schools, and schools and industry. So that's where where we sort of sit with the schools, our sweet spot, where we can help them. We can educate teachers about what advanced manufacturing is and where it's going, what are the jobs of the future, and also then, because a lot of them don't know. They don't, and they sit there and they go, you put down here on the Gold Coast, part of my presentation to the schools down here was I showed pictures of rockets. They didn't know that rockets were manufactured here on the Gold Coast.
Oh wow.
Now, they're not rockets that take people to space.
Not literally.
Literally. You know, they're more around the communications and the satellites, but they're still rockets. There's still all that technology and that development, research and design, the manufacturing that goes into that. And we have that's manufactured here, Helensvale.
Yeah.
And you know, they're building a launch facility in Bowen. Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and at the moment, you know, they're trying to recruit huge numbers of people into their company.
Yeah, and I think that's the important thing. A lot of, I think, parents and students aren't aware of how quickly these career pathways are evolving. So sometimes it's a matter of like what's actually out there. If you had to drive home a message to the parents listening in and with regards to advanced manufacturing, what would that be?
Okay, the message is that, you know, we all think, so my generation, we all think that manufacturing is dull, dirty and dangerous. And certainly it can be, but it's definitely moving, and utilising advanced technology is taking it into a cleaner, more highly skilled workforce opportunity. To take, for example, a vocational pathway into advanced manufacturing, where you'll do your Certificate 2 in engineering pathways at school, maybe do a school-based apprenticeship, then complete your apprenticeship. That's sort of like your underpinning knowledge and skills done. From there you can go into, well, you know where they can go from there.
And I think the important part is, as well as these are ridiculously lucrative career pathways for your students. They're not like, you know.
No. So these pathways, so this gives the opportunities. They pay as they're paid as they learn. They don't come out with a HECS debt. At the moment, the Queensland government is doing a fee-free for year 12 students, but they pay as they learn. And then, you know, when they want to do their post-trade study, there's other funding options there, so they're not outputting from their own pocket as well. And then, you know, they can articulate into an engineering pathway at university, and they can keep on having that lifelong learning. You know, so there's a definite career pathway there for them.
Perfect, perfect. If you had to drive home a message with the students listening in, especially if they have a bit of an interest, or if they don't, what's your message to them?
My message is that manufacturing goes across a large number of industries. So, you know, you know, it just blows me away when I keep going, oh wow, you're in this industry, or, you know, we're in the gaming industry, we're in the casino industry, we're in the marine industry, we build super yachts. You know, we take rockets to the moon. You know, so I was sitting there talking to, and I mean, this was, you know, he ended up being the janitor or the cleaner to this particular company, and I didn't know at the time. I was just having a chat to him, and I said to him, so what do you do for this organisation? And he says, I help take rockets to space.
Oh wow, that's a team player.
He was a team player. So look, don't discount any opportunity. And you know, it is an amazing industry sector to get into.
Perfect. Jody, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
This doesn't do justice to the conversations we should be having, but at least this will then, I think, help teachers, students, parents understand possibilities, and hopefully more people reach out to you, because I think that's needed.
Absolutely, and the door's always open.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashan.